everybody, welcome to your practice. Today we're going to move through a 60-minute sequence and we are going to work our way towards the pose Natarajasana, also known as dancer's pose. For today's class, I'm going to recommend that you have a block. If you typically practice with 2 blocks, great, grab 2 of them, and also a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can get really creative with what you have at home. You could use a belt, a towel, you could use a tie, a necktie. But what I will encourage you to do is if you have a yoga strap, go ahead and make a loop with it now. So you can pause this and do that. That way, once we get to the shape, we're already prepared and ready to go. All right. So let's begin in a seated position today. We'll come into Sukhasana. And we'll just take a moment to ground into the body, to relax the shoulders and balance the hips. And then start to bring your awareness to your breath. Without any desire to change or alter anything, just notice. And begin to bring some ease into your body here. Be very mindful and intentional about what you would like to cultivate here on your mat for this practice. Get specific about what you'd like to invite in. And if you find that it might be difficult to set an intention or sort of discover what it is that you're needing, you could just ask yourself, why am I here? Why yoga? What brings you back? There can be a lot of reasons why. So don't focus on finding the one that sounds the best. Just find one that works for you. So together, let's take a breath in. And a breath out. Again, breathing in something that you need from this practice today. Hold it close. And let something go as you exhale. All right, let's bring the hands to the knees, opening the eyes gently. As you inhale, arch your back, start to lift the chest up. And then exhale, let's round through the spine and really press your mid-back to the space behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, round. Good. Again, breathe in, arching the back, lifting the chest. And exhale, round through the spine. Good. One more round like that here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good. Come back to neutral. Now let's bring the elbows to touch, bringing the palms together so the elbows are in line with your shoulders. Activate the low belly. As you inhale, open the arms, so cactus in the arms, shoulder blades draw together, arch the back. Exhale, round, bring your elbows and palms back to touch. Inhale, open up, lifting the heart. Exhale, round. Good, a few more. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, bring it in, round through the spine. Good. Again. Good. Now come back to neutral. Inhale, reach your arms out and up with the breath. And then exhale, we'll bring the right hand down, left arm up and over to the right side. Keep your left sit bone firmly rooted down into the floor as you lengthen along the left side and then gently bending towards the right. Inhale, come back up, palms to touch. Exhale, left hand down and then take a side stretch over to the left side. Good. Inhale, back up. Right hand down, bend to the right. Inhale, reach. And exhale, left hand down. Good. Inhale, reach up. And now exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Give yourself a moment to pause, a moment to acknowledge yourself for being here. Okay, let's find our way into plank pose. So we'll come right into plank. And do your best to bring your knees up off the earth. Now, if you'd like to keep them down, that's also okay. But we're actually going to play with some movement of lifting the knees up and down. So if your knees are down and that feels the most supportive for you, then you can get creative with this movement a little bit. So we're going to inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees down. So you can drop them all the way down or just hover. Inhale, we'll lift back up to plank. Exhale, drop the knees or hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Good, one more round. Exhale, hover the knees. And now drop them all the way down. Knees really wide, toes touch. Balasana, child's pose. Breathe into the sides of the body, into the lower belly, the hips. Good, let's slowly come back up through tabletop, and then we'll come into downward facing dog. So let's take a few rounds of breath while we move the feet gently or sway the hips. Just finding some movement that feels authentic and supportive. Good, let's breathe here together. Inhale. Find your way to stillness as you exhale. Good. We'll take our gaze forward, walk the feet to the top of the space. Come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Just allow your head to drop. Maybe the arms just reach down towards the earth, or you can grab opposite elbows. If you'd like, you can gently sway left and right, or maybe shake the head. Good, let's release the hands down. Inhale, lift yourself up halfway. And exhale, step into downward facing dog. Good, we'll take a breath here. Breath out. Let's lift the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, step it forward, come into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Back knee rests on the earth. And we'll just keep the fingertips down for a moment. Maybe lengthen the neck, lengthen the spine, extend your heart forward and up. Really breathe deeply into that left hip or the front of the left leg. You might feel the stretch there. Good. Now let's bring the arms all the way up on an inhale, really pressing the right heel into the earth, hug inner thighs together. Reach your heart really high. Take a breath. Breath out. Starting to feel a little bit of a baby back bend here while keeping your low belly active. And then on your next exhale, we'll swoop the palms back as we begin to straighten the front leg. Hips go back for Ardha Hanumanasana half splits. So the version that I'm doing is a little more active, which you're welcome to join me here. You can also place your hands down on the floor if that feels more supportive. Sometimes this will allow for a deeper stretch. So just decide what feels best for you and what you need. Either way, we're gonna all extend the heart forward, finding more length and space in the back of that right leg. Good. And then bring the hands down, bend gently into the front knee. Let's take the left hand down, inhale, right arm up, finding a twist. Shoulders away from the ears. Breath is fluid. Find ease in the mind as you create ease in the body. Good. One more breath in. Release your right hand down on the exhale. Let's pick up the back knee, coming into runner's lunge. And then we'll start to straighten the front leg, folding over. So this is a nice wide pyramid. So keep lifting the heel of your back foot so you're standing on the ball of that back foot. Gently pull your right hip back, left hip forward, and activate the legs here as you fold. Good. On an inhale, step your feet together, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise, mountain pose. Take a big stretch as you reach up and fold forward. Exhale. Good. Lift halfway with the breath. Let's step back, downward facing dog. If you really would like to take some sort of vinyasa back to downward facing, you certainly can. Otherwise, just simply step back. All right, let's explore the other side. Extend your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, bring it forward for a low lunge, back knee to the earth. Rest with your fingertips on the floor for these next couple of breaths, just letting your hips settle, starting to feel into the front of the right leg. Maybe lift the chest up, softening the shoulders. And then we'll get a bit more present and active in the right foot, pressing down, pressing the earth away as you float your fingertips up. Low lunge, heart lifts. Gaze is soft. One more breath. Exhale, let's move into our half splits. So palms back if you'd like a more active half split. Starting to shift the hips towards the back of your space, lengthening that left leg. Good. Fingertips back to the earth, slowly bend back into the front knee. Let's place the right palm down. Inhale, take your left arm up for a twist. So actively press the right hand into the earth, finding space along the front of the body and the chest. And we'll gently release down. Lift your back knee high, fold over the left leg for pyramid. Really keep extending that back heel up. It's a nice stretch in the foot as well. And then gently guide that left hip back, right hip forward, letting your head be heavy. Just really spending some time opening the hamstrings here. Good. Look forward. Step your feet together. Lift halfway. And fold. Exhale. Rise. Mountain. Come all the way up. And fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Let's find our way back to downward facing dog, so you can take a vinyasa or simply step back. Good. Breathe in and out. Let's piece that together. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, step forward. Low lunge, back knee to the earth. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Inhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up for your twist. Exhale, pyramid. Let's lift the back knee and fold over the right leg. Inhale, step your feet together, lift halfway, and fold. Rise with the breath, mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Let's come back to downward facing dog. All right, left leg extends up on the inhale. Exhale, low lunge, back knee to the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up with the breath. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, find your twist. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. And exhale, pyramid fold over the left leg. Inhale, step your feet together, lift halfway. Fold on the exhale. Rise with the breath, mountain, come all the way up. And fold, exhale. Good, lift halfway. Let's come back to downward facing dog. We're gonna take it one more time each side. So as you feel ready, right leg will lift as you breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, opening the chest. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, twist, left palm down, right arm up. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold. Inhale, step your feet together, halfway lift. Fold on the exhale. Rise for mountain, reach high. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Let's come back, downward facing dog. Left leg extends high with the breath. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, twist, left arm high. Exhale, pyramid fold over that left leg. Step your feet together, inhale, lift halfway. Fold, exhale, rise, mountain, come all the way up and fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Come back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing, gently look forward as you drop the knees down, coming into child's pose. Just slowly shift your way back, surrendering down. Allow your breath, just let it be. And if it needs to be loud, if you need to release some air, you can open the mouth. We're starting to let go here. So maybe you relax the belly, the jaw, and the breath. with your forehead resting on the earth. Just gently rock left and right. And let's slowly come up through table and into downward facing dog. Right. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's lift the right leg. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. And come all the way up for crescent lunge. High lunge. So for high lunge, let's soften our back knee just a little bit. And you'll notice when you sort of loosen that back knee, instead of staying rigid, your left hip is able to sort of swing forward just a little bit. So now your hip points are both facing towards the front of the space. From here, let's extend the arms up, taking a big sip of air in. And then exhale, we'll cactus the arms. Maybe add a little bit of a dip, lowering the back knee down, starting to really stretch and feel the space in the quad. We need that space for our Natarajasana, dancer. So let's hold here. Inhale, reach back up, crescent, and let's straighten the front leg. And then we'll gently open, Virabhadrasana 2. So still really active in the legs, just in a different way. So now we'll straighten the back leg, activating the back leg so we start to feel the sensations there, deepening into the front knee, and then reach front to back. Taking up space here. Good. Take a breath. Exhale. Let's flip the front palm, straighten the front leg for a reverse triangle, and start to lift your front toes up. Maybe you take it further and come onto the heel, activating that right leg. Take a breath. And exhale, come into Trikonasana, triangle. So we'll bring the right hand down to your right shin. You can also take your block to the outside of the right foot and place your hand down. Left arm extends high. So feel the shoulders stack. So don't let that left arm drop down and your hips drop up. Drop the hips towards the floor. Feel your left arm reach high and feel the left shoulder stack on top of the right. Breathe here. Good. Now on your next inhale, we'll extend that top arm, in this case the left arm, forward. Rotate the pinky so it's down towards the floor. And really actively reach forward for one more breath. Exhale, let's come into runner's lunge. So we'll bend into the front knee, framing the foot. And then shift the weight into the right leg. Lift the left leg high for standing split. Good. So we'll just gently soften into that standing knee. And I want you to feel your left toes extend up and back. So you're stretching the left leg extra long here. Good. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale. And then we'll move into Shiva squat. So bend the right knee, tuck the left behind it. We'll just pause here for a moment. So Shiva, Lord of the dance, also known as Natarajasana, our dancer's pose. So Nata means dancer, Raja means Lord, and that is Shiva, Lord of the dance, also known as the destroyer or the god of destruction. So lots of fiery energy here at play today. Let's come back to standing split. Inhale, left leg lifts. And now exhale, feet together, fold, Uttanasana. Let's separate the feet here. Maybe grab opposite arms and just let the head hang. So sometimes when we hear the word destroy or destruction, we can sort of associate that with something negative. So let's undo that a little bit here today. So we all know the symbolism of the phoenix, right? The phoenix rises from the ashes. So sometimes it's necessary for destruction. for things to burn. So something new can come from that. So I want you to really channel that fiery energy as we move through this sequence to the other side. And really starting to embody Shiva. And that really fiery, intentional energy. Good. Let's lift halfway. Inhale. Let's come back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward. Come up. Crescent lunge. Inhale. And we'll pause here for the exhale, softening into the joints. Activate the low belly as you lift the heart and the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Take the dip of the back knee if you'd like, starting to lower down towards the earth. Breathe deeply. Open up that right quad. Feel the energy circulating, the heat building. And then inhale, reach back up as you straighten the front leg. And we'll open up warrior two. So we'll shift the feet here as you move into Virabhadrasana 2. So you have the heel lining up with your back arch, and we'll really activate the back leg. Taking some cleansing breaths, gazing over the left fingertips. Good. Flip your front palm, reverse triangle. Actively straighten your front leg, lift the toes, maybe come onto the heel of the front foot. And then exhale, Trikonasana triangle. Option to use the block if you'd like, which I think I will do. Left palm down, right arm up. So just as we worked on the other side, we want to avoid our chest coming down and our hips poking out. It's not wrong, it's just not really the sensation that we're hoping for in this shape. So what we'd like to happen is to really tuck the hips down and under. And then peel your right arm high so your right shoulder now is in line with the left. You can even take your gaze up or down at your left foot. And slowly bring your top arm forward. Stretch, reach, breathe. Exhale, runner's lunge. So if you have the block, maybe just place it to the side. We'll shift all of our weight into the left foot, starting to float the right leg up for standing split. So find length in that floating leg, extending back and up at the same time. And also at the same time, finding the balance of ease and effort. On your next exhale, we'll take Shiva squat. So bend into the standing knee as you tuck the right knee behind the left. Pausing here for a moment. Taking a deep breath and maybe a fiery exhale out your mouth. And then we'll come right back to our standing split on an inhale, right leg high. Exhale, feet together, Uttanasana, fold. Good. And we'll just pause in the fold. Movement might be what you need. Stillness might be what you need. Lift halfway when you're ready. Breathe. And let's come back to downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Alrighty, breath to movement. Here we go. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, come up. Exhale, cactus the arms, maybe lower the back knee. Inhale, straighten both legs, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse triangle, maybe lift onto the heel of the front foot. Exhale, Trikonasana. Good. Inhale, take your top arm and reach it forward. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, standing split, left leg lifts. Exhale, Shiva squat, nice and slow, hugging in. And then come right back, standing split on the inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Let's come back to downward facing dog. And moving right along to our other side. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, crescent. Come up, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two. Flip, reverse, maybe lifting onto the heel of the front foot. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, take your top arm, reach forward. Exhale, runner's lunge. Standing split, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, standing split once again. Uttanasana, fold, exhale. Good, lift halfway. Let's come back, downward facing dog. And then from downward facing, slowly walk your palms back to your feet. Do your best to try to not sway the hips too much. So activate the core as you move back. Widen the feet. Come down, Malasana. Hands to heart center. Maybe close the eyes. If you'd like to keep your eyes open, take them to your fingertips. Start to relax your shoulders, softening into the jaw, the face, softening into the mind, your thoughts. Slowly blink your eyes open. Let's bring the hands to the earth, and then we'll lift the hips, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Let's walk ourselves out, downward facing dog. Good. All right, come forward to plank on an inhale. And we'll lower to the belly on an exhale. Come into cobra pose. We'll do 3 rounds. Inhale, press as you gently lift the chest up. And lower, exhale. Good. Again, lift the heart, really activating the back of the body. And lower, exhale. Good, last one here. Inhale, lift. And lower. Let's press ourselves up to tabletop and into downward facing dog. From downward facing, look forward and walk your feet to the top of your space. Lift halfway. Fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Mountain. Exhale, release your hands down. So we're going to open the chest here before we get into our peak pose. You have 2 options. So you can just use your body if you'd like to interlace the fingers back behind you or maybe grab opposite arms. If you have a strap or something similar to that, you can also come back behind you with the strap, take hold of the strap as you pull down, lifting the chest. I think I'm going to use my palms today. So let's soften the knees. Inhale, look up, open the chest. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Giving your shoulders a nice little release, a little rinse here. And then let's take our gaze to the right shoulder. Back through center. To the left. Back to center. Good. Bend the knees a little bit more. Inhale, we'll come all the way back up and release the hands forward. Utkatasana chair pose. Let's gently touch the ground, lowering the hips. Offer it up on an inhale. And then an exhale, hands to heart center. Stand nice and tall. All right, the time has come to play with our shape, dancer. So I'm going to demonstrate it with the strap, and then I will demonstrate it without the strap. So you can see both versions, and maybe you try both. So we'll begin with the right foot down on the earth. Right arm will reach up. And so we'll take the strap, and we made a little loop earlier, so we'll place the foot, the left foot, in that loop, and then just swing it back behind you. And then take the strap with both hands. So place both hands on the strap so your elbows are bent. Now, before we go any further, I just want you to start to notice your torso. So a lot of times what will happen is we forget to activate the belly. So we're putting a lot of weight into the low back and also affecting our balance. It's more challenging when you are not activating your center. So hug your belly button towards your spine. Bring your knees and thighs towards one another. They can touch. So really hug in. And then from that place, start to kick into your strap. Maybe lift the strap up as you kick. And I want you to imagine that you're pressing your heart forward. You'll notice how my standing knee is slightly bent. I find that very important and useful. So keep lifting the arms up, kicking into the strap. And set your gaze out, not down. Good. Now, as you feel ready, just gently come down. Let's stick to that same side. So if you love the strap and you want to use it every time, let's do it again with the strap, but I'm going to demonstrate it without. So we'll continue with the right foot on the earth, right arm reaching up. So we'll bend the left knee, reach back for the foot. There are a couple of ways you can reach back. So you can reach the outside of the left ankle, which will bring your thumb down, pinky up. Or you can reach to the inside, which will bring your thumb up, pinky down. So it's a different sensation in the shoulder. I don't believe that one is right or wrong. I just believe that whatever feels good in your shoulder, you should do. Okay, so let's take a breath. Breath out. We'll start to kick into the hand. Slight lower of the chest, but still pressing the heart forward. So you'll feel this is a nice little back bend here. Breath is important. And we'll slowly come down. Good. Okay, let's take the other side. So I'm going to just turn around so you can see me. You can stay facing forward. Let's grab the strap again. So now we'll start with the left foot on the earth. We'll bend the right knee and we'll sort of lasso our foot into the strap and swing it around gently. Grab the strap with both hands and sort of walk your hands down the strap. And then we'll start to gently lift up, softening the standing knee, kicking into the strap. Don't forget to activate the low belly and connect to breath. Now, if you are wobbling all over the place, give yourself a little bit of grace because this is a hard shape. I will suggest too, if you have a wall close by or a countertop, grab that. There's no shame in grabbing onto things. That's only going to help you build that strength in your foot to help you balance. It'll help you create muscle memory. It's all good. All right, let's gently drop down. So opportunity to try it without the strap if you'd like. Left foot on the earth, left arm high. We'll bend into that right leg. So I have differences in my shoulders currently. So on one side, I might grab one way than I do on the other. That's totally fine. You got to tune in to your body and make adjustments as you need. So as you feel secure in your standing foot, that's when you can start to maybe kick into the hand and press your heart forward. You can keep your left arm reaching up, or maybe you extend forward and out. Good. Let's gently release. Ooh. So release any props that you have and step to the top of your space. Just sort of shake out the feet a little bit, the wrists, roll the shoulders. Just move the body a little. Okay. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, we're gonna squat all the way down and find a seat. So let's extend the legs long here for Paschimottanasana, moving a little bit of flesh out of the way. If you have your strap and you want this to be a bit more restorative and supportive, you can loop the strap to the soles of the feet to help you fold. So we'll extend the arms up, lengthening the spine, and then fold forward. Exhale. So we're just creating the opposite sensation and shape in the spine here than we did with dancer. So as we fold forward here, we feel the spine round, whereas dancer, we were really finding a nice, beautiful arch in the back and an opening in the chest. So both are very important. Good. Let's start to lift up. So we'll keep the right leg where it is. We're gonna bend the left knee back. So this is kind of like a half hero's pose. Kind of moving into a Supta Virasana, so like a reclined hero's pose. So I just want to point out that if you have any sort of trouble with your knees, just don't even do the shape, protect your knees. So instead of this variation, what you can do is bring the left sole of the foot to the right thigh, okay? So pick one of those. Obviously, those are two different sensations, but they're both very beneficial. So one's still not better than the other. So before we lean back, let's fold forward once again, folding over the right leg. Deepening your breath. And slowly look forward and come up. Now from here, please move slowly, okay, and be mindful. We're going to lower back down. Maybe here is where you'd like to be. You can come down onto the forearms. You can come all the way down to the earth. A couple of breaths wherever you are. So you'll feel this maybe in a lot of places, but mostly in that left quad, which we worked with in our dancer pose today. Now to come out of the shape, roll over towards your right side, pressing yourself up and around to a seat. We'll bring this left leg long to meet the right and just bounce the knees. All right, and we'll switch sides. So left leg will stay long. We'll bring the right leg back. Once you feel rooted, we'll reach up and fold over the left leg on an exhale. Keep your left leg active here. And we'll slowly lift up and very gently making our way back. So whether it's here, here, or all the way down. On this side, I actually prefer to stay lifted. So you can change it up depending on what you need. So if you're lifted like me on the forearms, you could explore dropping your head back gently. Just see how that feels in the neck, the throat. And then to come out of the shape, we'll roll over to the left side and sort of snake our way up, swinging the right leg forward. And once again, just finding some movement in the legs, bouncing the knees. Okay. So let's come down onto the belly. And this will sort of be our last final little burst here. So come down to the earth, and I want you to just pause for a moment while I demonstrate some options for this next shape. So we're going to come into bow pose. So we're going to take 2 rounds of bow, and reason being, so you have options. So the first thing that you can do is bend the knees and reach back for the feet, and you can do this same shape twice. But if that's a lot in your shoulders, you're welcome to do 1 leg at a time, which is why we're going to do 2. All right, so decide what feels good. Make contact with the feet. Rest your chin or forehead down. Let's take a full breath. Inhale. And a cleansing exhale. Good. Kick into your hands as you gently pull the thighs together. Lift the chest. So a lot of this, the sensation from this shape will feel very similar to dancer. Activating the back of the body, lifting the heart, opening the shoulders, and also activating the legs here. As we lift up towards the ceiling and slowly release. So we'll do 1 more of those. Let's set ourselves up, bending the knees or bending the other knee if you did 1 at a time. Reach back. And then inhale, let's kick into the hands, lift the chest. So try to not let your legs splay out to the sides. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Take a deep breath. Breath out. 1 more inhale. And release. Exhale. We'll bend the knees and just gently rock them left and right. And we'll find our way up into downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg on an inhale. Exhale, bring it forward, find pigeon. Let's slowly begin to press ourselves back up and into downward facing. And then we'll lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, come forward for pigeon. As you feel ready, begin to lift yourself back up. Now from here, let's just rock to that left hip, swing the back leg around and forward, and we will come down onto our backs. And once you reach the earth, just draw your knees into your chest. Maybe give yourself movement left and right if that feels nice on your low back. And then we'll take the knees and we'll drop them over to the right. Excuse me. Dropping over to the right. Extending your left arm out to the left side. Breathing into this gentle rotation of the spine. Continuing to soften the body. And we'll float the knees through center. And then drop them to the left. Right arm extends out to the right. Be mindful of your breath here. And we'll bring the knees back to center. If you have any sort of prop, whether it be a pillow, blanket, or block, let's grab that. We'll place it under the low back. And then from here, we'll extend the legs up to the ceiling, taking an inversion. And take up some space with your arms here. Really let this feel like a nice release. As you feel the energy move down the legs and back towards the hips, towards the heart. And we'll slowly bend the knees. Just pause in this supported bridge pose for a moment. Soles of the feet on the floor. And now slowly lift your hips up, lock to the side. Let's windshield wiper the knees left and right here. And as you feel ready, start to take up some space, coming into your final shape, Shavasana. Let's begin to deepen the breath. And invite some movement back into your body. And from here, let's find our way up to a seated position. Taking a moment to pause with your hands at heart center. And also taking this time to acknowledge yourself for the work you've done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.